Check, check.
Test one.
Turned up.
We didn't turn anything down.
I hadn't heard an update. It said it might go home.
Hi, how's it going?
Hadn't heard that yet. Brad? Hi, Jane.
Hi.
You want to turn the heat up?
Right now, it's better. I'm warming up because it's pretty cold out there.
If you need to turn the heat up, we'll turn the heat
I
up.
dressed for it, so I'm ready.
Jane doesn't have her coat on yet, so
Yeah.
we're doing okay.
I have been cold all day, so.
Me too. I'm usually not.
How you doing, Jason?
Tested these last week. So you can hear you real well, evidently.
Microphone's not working?
Yeah, we tested it last week and got it all working and everything. Jason
It's
and
picking
I.
everything up.
Yeah,
Test one, two.
but I can't hear anything.
You could always hear me before anyway.
What's that say?
Hey, now wait a minute.
You don't need the microphone.
You mean that compliment?
Mark.
I'm gonna say, Sherry's teacher, I'm like, use your inside voice. I said, I don't have an inside voice.
No such thing.
Plug it there, Freddie, because it's picking everything up here. Where it goes in the-
Yeah, these two things are the ones that go in. I'm in here. The other one's in here. This one that goes to the box. I didn't touch anything. I don't mess with those buttons.
Well, just because it doesn't hear it doesn't mean it's not.
The other one.
Yeah, it's broadcasting it over here, so I guess text Joe and see if he can hear us online.
I'll call him.
They're gonna show over there.
Oh, we're gonna have to fix this camera.
I got to move a little bit.
But there's too much about right
Yep. Always works that way.
Well, we can't, I'll give them a call, somebody else can sit down.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
Hop on real fast and,
Yeah.
yeah, so I wanted to know why, tonight she's here. The box looks like.
Are you getting?
I'm just gonna throw this away. I can't think of it.
You know when our November meeting is it the same?
16.
No, I feel like it's
Good.
six.
Still the same.
Yeah.
Okay,
We didn't change it just because they changed Chicago, because
good,
it's been more of an issue to change them.
good. That works for me
Okay,
better.
Excuse
do
me.
it.
Test one, two. Test. Can you hear me now? Verizon Wireless.
You are caller number 5.
It turned up too loud and stuff. Okay, 'cause we
Well, I can move back.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like the microphone's working.
Rather being too loud than not.
Brad, go ahead and talk in yours, just go check.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Got the lights on over there.
Angie, did you text her?
Test 1, 2.
Did you hear him? Okay, pull yours forward though.
Test 1, 2.
Okay,
I wrote a little something
Angie
for
just
this.
does another test on that.
Just need the words across the bottom of the
Okay.
screen. Down in, right?
Oh, you're back.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, this is a nasty, cold,
Yes. This one.
rain.
Okay. Are you gonna talk about the tax, the new business, or is that going to?
Hey, Rob. How are you?
Hello.
Hi, Robin. I guess I missed the bet on the over-under for hurricanes. They said this is gonna be the 5th hurricane this year, highest that will hit landfall.
Does that mean none next year?
I don't know.
When we can all get out on vacation again?
Yeah.
I don't ever bring my phone in here, so.
I'd hate New Orleans to,
Oh, very good, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I left my notes.
You would think you'd get used to that. I don't know if you can ever get used to a hurricane, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Robin, I thought you were running the road tonight. I was like.
Well, I thought I was early and then I left my mask in the car.
We got.
Yeah.
I was early.
Yeah, there's some mask by the door there.
There you go. There you go.
I did that the other day. I was out and about and I.
She's leaving.
No, I grabbed my mask.
What'd you say
I'm in the
to her?
store and I'm walking around. I see
She
this
realized she
person
had
with a
to sit
mask
next
on.
to
I'm like,
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
You're gonna be telling me about that tomorrow.
Then I look around, there's people that don't care and they don't have it.
Yeah, we'll have a new seating chart very soon. Steve will be over there in the corner.
So, yeah, if you have any other questions you have, we can look through. It's kind of confusing at first.
I always understand it when you explain it, but then forget about it until the next year and then you have to explain it again.
We live.
Be one of those lights that comes on just so we know that. Tailor our commentary accordingly. Not that ever happens, just hypothetically.
Kind of like what the secretaries have on their desk. I think is blue, isn't it? Blue.
Oh, when they're on the phone?
Yeah.
I'm glad they have that because people,
I do too.
you walk in and you don't know if they're
Mhm.
talking to somebody or not. Not that they talk to themselves.
Don't have time to talk.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I hear you.
We've been there.
Go ahead and call our meeting to order. If we can rise and say the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We can get a roll call, Kathleen.
Steve Bone.
Yes.
Angie Byers.
Yes.
Robin Klosterman.
Yes.
Brad Waldoff.
Yes.
Jill Winling.
Yes.
Jane Wellenberg.
Yes.
Kathleen Smith, yes.
Okay. We didn't have anyone that wished to address the board this evening, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the financial report with Mr. Fox.
Thank you. Last month, we ended with net fund balances totaling $18,490,327.81. Operating funds made up $13,600,539.65. And HLS funds were totaling $3,280,784.67. Revenue received in the education fund locally, $101,876.04. From the state, we received $579,813.08. And federally, we received $11,646.72. All expenses over $5,000 are listed out separately in your packet. And then our recommendations this month are to reimburse the interest account in the amount of $3,015.83, and the payment of bills in the amount of $1,738,820.95. Of that, the EHS project made up $221,693.32. Are there any questions I can answer about the financials?
Just want to make a point. The district has not received any local funding yet. So if you compare to last year, at this point, I don't think in the month of September, we had received that either. We don't know for sure if we'll receive one in October yet. So next month may not show. We don't know yet. We haven't heard back if we're going to get those funds. And that, our district's 65 to 70% local funds. So.
Is there any other questions? And hearing none, we would need a motion to approve the financial report to reimburse the interest account in the amount of $3,015.83, and the payment of bills in the amount of $1,738,820.95.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Brad. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second, Steve. Roll call.
Angie Byers.
Yes.
Robin Klosterman.
Yes.
Brad Waldoff.
Yes.
Jill Windling.
Yes.
Jane Wellenberg.
Yes.
Kathleen Smith, yes. Steve Bone.
Yes.
Angie, real quick.
go
can I add
Sure.
one more thing?
Mhm.
Last month, Robin, you'd asked me for a printout of revenue and expenses just for food service. You had that document in front of you. There's actually two documents there. The top one is revenue received. The bottom was expenses. When you go through this, and this is for you to look through, give me feedback if you like the report, if there's something you'd rather see. Remember, when you look at it, September was our first full month. And so federal reimbursement for breakfast and lunch is a month behind. So you're going to see a lot less in revenue than what you're seeing in expenses, though we have to get reimbursed then for breakfast and lunch the following month. So you'll see that that'll trail behind. So look through these, give me feedback. Hey, I don't like this. I do like that. This is what we could generate out of our Skyward system on money received and expenses going out. So, okay. Feel free to give me whatever feedback you have.
Thank you.
Thank you for getting that together for us. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the consent agenda. In our packet, starting on page 63, we have the minutes from the September 24th Technology Committee meeting, September 28th regular board meeting, and October 1st and October 13th special board meeting. The cafeteria reports on page 79. We have some fundraisers for the EHS choir. They're selling candles, fudge, and assorted items through online store. This is to raise funds for the chorus. And we also have the EHS Math Club selling holiday gift boxes containing fruits, cheeses, and peanuts. And that is to raise funds to purchase fruit to donate to Unit 40 families. And we do not have any field trips listed. Are there any questions or comments on the consent agenda? Okay. And hearing none, we just need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll make that motion.
Motion Kathleen, is there a second?
Second.
Second Robin, roll call.
Robin Klosterman.
Yes.
Brad Waldoff.
Yes.
Jill Windling.
Yes.
Jane Wellenberg.
Yes.
Kathleen Smith, yes. Steve Bone.
Yes.
Angie Byers.
Yes. We got some correspondence from the staff at Southside. They all said thank you very much for the sweet treats, the donuts. And then we also got one from the transportation department, said we appreciate the donuts, and I think every one of them signed them on there. We also had one from Sandy Lohman, who had sent it to our board email, also thanking us. So then we'll go ahead and move on to the superintendent's report. Mr. Dunn.
Okay, first of all, the foundation minutes on the page 83. Todd, Mr. Schutte, would you like to share? Hold on. Can you move up? I keep forgetting that we don't make sure people can hear you.
Sorry about that. 3 key items from our meeting earlier this month. Teacher grants that we typically do in the fall. We've decided we were going to table that for this fall. We're going to look at that again in the spring, possibly reevaluate. And if that doesn't work, hopefully have teacher grants again next fall. Also, the Harlem Wizards that was planned and then canceled due to COVID, and then I think rescheduled 3 different times. We've decided we're going to cancel that for the time being. We talked about how we're going to go about refunding tickets for those people that purchased them already. Vicki Blacker's working on that. So if there's any questions that are brought forth to you, you can send them my way, and I'll talk to Vicki about how we're going to do those things. And then finally, Santa celebration. Normally we have breakfast with Santa the first week of December, and because of limitations, the committee has decided to do something outside and talk to the park district. They agreed to have it at Community Park, so they have several different things planned. I can give you the whole, there's quite a few things. There's gonna be like a Santa letter kit available where kids can write a letter and mail it. We're gonna auction Christmas trees and wreaths, hot chocolate station, take and make gingerbread houses, cookie station. We're gonna have a 50-50 raffle. Talk to the city, the mayor and the tourism department. They're on board with it. They like the idea. We're gonna have everything socially distanced, obviously. Not gonna be an entry fee. So it's gonna be a big event. It's on December the 5th. So we're gonna host it on the same day we would normally have the breakfast with Santa. It's probably gonna be in the afternoon, however. So that's kind of everything we discussed at our last board meeting. Hopefully that breakfast or that Santa celebration goes over well, and hopefully we'll be able to reschedule the Harlem Wizards sometime in the future.
Thank you, Mr. Schutte. Excuse me. I've enclosed the enrollment report. Just as a reminder, once again, about nominating petitions and papers for the school board election that's going to be held in April of 2021. First day to start circulating paperwork was September 22nd. And just to remind everyone, none of that comes through the central office, board office anymore. Everything goes through the county courthouse. We do not have a list of people who picked them up. So if anybody's interested, they can go up to the county office building and get that paperwork to get that started. I believe the deadline's in December to have that, to get the name on the ballot. We have 3 seats up this spring. In the packet, I shared the tax rate comparison with the board, and over the weekend, I received, actually, it was a surprise because I think I told the board and everybody that the person that I was working with previously is retired again and was not going to do a 220 district, 35 county, but he did I sent him the information anyway, and he sent me back this big long file. So I worked a little bit on it this afternoon, and just Unit 40 ranks 9th out of 220 school districts on the tax rate, and that's over 35 counties. So the information I shared with you was not over 220 districts. It was probably about, 54 to 55. So, and our county, as I've said before, I think all of them are, I think we're all under 4. And so Effingham County is ranked pretty well in that comparison. And so I shared that with you in your packet. Let's see. I think that is all.
Okay. We'll go ahead and move on then to new business, the tentative tax levy with Mr. Fox.
Okay, as we talked about earlier, you do this once a year. And so as a reminder, what we usually try to do as a district is when the equalized assessed values come out, there is a certain amount of money that is allotted to each of the taxing bodies. And you have to base your tax levy the previous year on what you think that's going to do. And so when we do the tax levy, we spend a lot of time talking to the assessor's office and several different people at both county offices trying to figure out what they think that equalized assessed value is going to do for the next year. What new businesses are going to come on, things like that. New residences that are going to be built, and so on. So what we do is we have two different numbers that we share with the board. One is our safe number. The other is what we think that will be closer to the percentage of the raise. So what we have done historically as a district is we have set our tax levy at a 6% increase in EAV every year. We are comfortable with that because we have data going back 20 plus years that show EAV has not gone up above 6% at any point in time. It's been close a couple of times, but it's not gone above 6. So we feel comfortable setting it at 6%. However, we believe that EAV for next year will be closer to 3%. So when you look at the memo that I gave you, last year's EAV came in at $471,241,047. What we are proposing as our tax levy is a 6% increase on that, which means EAV would go up to $499,515,509. But we're actually estimating our receipts will be closer to 3%, which is more in the area of $485,378,278. So as you look at the levy, in the work, you have a worksheet inside your packet that kind of shows how we do things. We put last year's taxes in there in the far left column of tax levy, and then we put what our recommended is, which is the 6%, and then on the far side, you'll see that the 3%. And then at the bottom, you can see what that does to the tax rate. The tax rate this year was 3.53494. If it would go up the full 6% we were talking about, you would see a major decrease in that. It would go down to 3.515. If it comes in estimated where we think it will at 3%, it's going to come in at 5.538, which means it would be a 0.3 of a penny increase over what we have now if it comes in at.
Clarify, you said 5, so it's 3 point.
I'm sorry, 3.5383. So it would be 0.3 of a penny increase if it comes in at 3%. If it comes in above 3%, this last year it came in over 4%. If it comes in above 3%, then you'll see a decrease in that tax rate yet again. And as the board knows, we've had a decrease in that tax rate every year since 2014. So we work very hard to do that. Are there questions on the tentative tax levy? Does everything make sense on there? And because we set it at 6%, we will have to have a hearing at our November 16th meeting. And if the board approves this tonight, then we'll put a notice in the paper next week of that hearing to make sure we meet the deadlines of 7 to 14 days prior. So.
Any questions?
Excuse me.
Okay. We would need a motion to adopt the October 2020 tentative tax levy as presented and to set a levy hearing for Monday, November 16th at 6 p.m.
Make that motion.
Motion by Brad. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Second, Kathleen. Roll call.
Joe Enling,
Yes.
Jane Willenberg, Kathleen Smith, yes. Steve Bone,
Yes.
Angie Byers.
Yes.
Robin Klosterman.
Yes.
Brad Waldoff.
Yes.
We had last month we had policies that were posted for review. Tonight would be the second reading and adoption of those policies. Those are listed here. Were there any questions regarding those? Okay. And hearing none, we need a motion to adopt the board policies as presented.
Make that motion.
Motion by Steve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second, Robin. Roll call.
Jane Willenberg.
Yes.
Kathleen Smith, yes. Steve Bone.
Yes.
Angie Byers.
Yes.
Robin Klosterman.
Yes.
Brad Waldoff.
Yes.
Jill Wendling.
Yes.
At this time, we can have the opportunity for sharing by board members. Anybody have anything they want to share? Okay. Then in hearing none, we will go ahead and move on. We would need a motion to enter into closed session, excuse me, for student discipline, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the district, and collective bargaining.
I'll make that motion.
Motion Kathleen, do we have a second?
Second.
Second Robin, roll call.
Kathleen Smith, yes. Steve Bone.
Yes.
Angie Byers.
Yes.
Robin Klosterman.
Yes.
Brad Waldoff.
Yes.
Jill Wendling.
Yes.
Jane Willenberg.
Yes.
We will return after closed session.